Thinking about building a home in Cape Coral? One of the biggest questions buyers ask is whether a waterfront property is actually worth the extra investment. And honestly, the answer isn't always as simple as people think. Because when you're comparing waterfront and non-waterfront homes, you're not just comparing views. You're comparing purchase price, insurance costs, long-term value, lifestyle, and future resale potentials. So which option makes the most financial sense? Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? It's Nate Wright here in Cape Coral, Florida. If you've spent any time looking at homes or vacant lots around Southwest Florida, you've probably noticed something pretty quickly. Waterfront properties come with a premium. Sometimes that premium can be substantial depending on the location, water access, and the type of property you're considering. And while many buyers immediately gravitate toward waterfront living, it's important to understand both the financial advantages and the additional costs before making a decision. Because the truth is, the right choice depends on your goals, your lifestyle, and your long-term plans. So let's break down some of the factors you should consider when deciding between waterfront and non-waterfront property. First, let's talk about upfront cost. In most cases, waterfront lots and waterfront homes are going to cost more than comparable non-waterfront properties. You're paying for the location, the water access, and the lifestyle that comes with it. Depending on the area, that difference can range from tens of thousands to several $100,000. So the first question you need to ask yourself is whether that additional investment fits comfortably within your overall budget. Next, let's look at appreciation potential. Historically, waterfront property tends to be in limited supply. There's only so much waterfront available, and demand for it continues to attract buyers from across the country. Because of that, waterfront properties often hold their value well and can experience strong appreciation over time. That doesn't mean non-waterfront properties don't appreciate. They absolutely can. But waterfront real estate often benefits from scarcity, which can help support long-term value. Now let's talk about carrying costs. This is where many buyers are surprised. Waterfront properties can come with higher insurance premiums, additional maintenance, seawall expenses, dock maintenance, and other ownership costs that non-waterfront homeowners may not encounter. It's important to understand those expenses before making a decision because they become part of your overall financial picture. Another factor to consider is your lifestyle. If you plan to boat regularly, enjoy fishing from your backyard, or simply want to wake up to water views every day, the value of waterfront living goes far beyond numbers on a spreadsheet. For many people, that lifestyle is exactly why they moved to Cape Coral in the first place. On the other hand, if you're not planning to use the water access frequently, a non-waterfront property may allow you to allocate those funds toward a larger home, upgraded finishes, a custom pool, or other features that may bring more value to your daily life. Let's also talk about resale. Waterfront homes often attract a larger pool of relocation buyers and second home buyers. Because waterfront living is one of the biggest reasons people choose Southwest Florida, that can create strong demand when it's time to sell. However, well-located non-waterfront homes can also perform extremely well, especially when they're close to shopping, dining, schools, parks, and major conveniences. So which one makes more financial sense? Honestly, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If your goal is maximizing lifestyle and long-term waterfront ownership, a waterfront property may be worth every penny. If your goal is maximizing square footage, keeping ownership costs lower, or building a custom home while staying within a specific budget, a non-waterfront property may provide more flexibility. Through Vibe Realty and Vibe Development, I help clients evaluate both options so they can make the decision that's right for their goals, budget, and future plans. Because buying or building a home isn't about following someone else's formula. It's about creating a plan that works for you. If you're trying to decide between waterfront and non-waterfront property here in Cape Coral, let's have a conversation. I'll help you compare the numbers, understand the trade-offs, and determine which option makes the most sense for your situation. It's just a different vibe. Hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell below for more real estate video. It's just a different vibe.